Hey, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Is it Wednesday?
I have not a clue.
I think it is Wednesday
I
already.
think you're right. I think you just went.
A couple days before Christmas. How's everybody doing this morning?
Lovely.
Great. We just had a really serious conversation before we came on. So, yeah, let's lighten it up a little bit. All right. So, just want to check in to see how everybody's doing. And I want to talk about taking a first step. Starting a new year coming right up, and a lot of people are wanting to change their life or do something different, but they're afraid. They don't want to take that first step, or fear starts creeping in, and they think about what they want to do, but it's too hard. I can't do that. I've never done that. What will other people say? Take the first step. That's all you need to do is take that first step, and then it will all fall in line. It doesn't mean that it's not going to be scary. It's scary as hell, but it's going to be worth it, and you won't regret it. And even if you do something, whether it's traveling somewhere or starting a business or starting a workout like the kettlebell, and it doesn't work out for you, it's not what you want, the experience of trying something new and taking that first step will help you in whatever next step that you're taking for the next thing that you want to try out. What do you have to lose, right?
Some weight.
And that's with anything in life. It's not just about kettlebell. It's about anything. If you're thinking of starting a business, we do that all the time. We actually, how many businesses did we start this year?
4.
4, yeah. So
5 if you include Savvy.
Yeah, I have Savvy, which is new. I have my coaching business.
6.
We have a water business. We have your coaching business.
No, the water business.
The tile business. Tile business. So we've got like 8 businesses running, and which is great because our goal is to become sufficient enough to have income coming in from different income streams,
multiple streams of income,
so that we can hop in a camper and go see the country for 2 years. That's our goal. So anyway, so take that first step. You won't regret it. But we're going to take a first step here today. And if this is your first time watching us, you can watch us if you want, or you can get up and work out. You don't need a kettlebell, really. You can do all of this without a kettlebell, correct?
Yeah, if this is your first time watching, I don't recommend that you pick up a kettlebell today. Do the warm-up with us, go through the exercises, imagining you have a kettlebell, or get a very light one. But it's important that you go through some of the basic training. Go to the website, Sensei David Hill's, go through some of the basic training of how to be safe with a kettlebell, how to choose the right kettlebell, how to do the basic exercises. Then come back here and try and do a workout.
Yeah, and you can watch us. You always gain something by watching, even if you're injured or you're sick or you're tired or whatever it is, you don't want to work out or you're new, you will always gain something by watching other people do the workout correctly. So just want to say thank you for joining us this morning. So happy that you're here this morning. And let's see who we have here. We have Brenda on my Instagram. Good morning, Brenda. And then we have someone called Design G. And then we have Rebecca, Becky. Hey, how are you? So proud of you. Rebecca is an amazing woman who is just taking all kinds of chances and doing all kinds of first steps and just come so very far in her life, and so very proud of her this morning. So this is today's workout is dedicated to you, Becky. And she's been going to the gym as well.
Very good.
All right, so
we're
ready to do a warm-up?
Let's do it.
All right, so we're going to start out with a warm-up. If you are not doing a workout and you just want to do the warm-up, you can do that. But anyway, you need to get up off your seats, put the coffee down, whether you're inside, outside, and we're just going to start off with some deep squats. Oh, yeah. How did everybody sleep last night? I hope everybody's getting enough rest. Really, really important to get your sleep. I missed it. I go to bed fairly early.
Right.
Get up early. But we make sure that we're getting enough rest. We're just hopping here. Now we'll do some hops. And in this hop, you just want to drop your shoulders down. You don't have to hop up if you don't want. You can just do this. but it is great for your entire body. And just pull your shoulders up and drop them down. Just nice and loose, getting rid of any tension in your shoulders and neck.
All right, let's combine.
So now we're doing a squat and also dropping our shoulders down and flicking, it's almost like flicking water off your hands. Wow. Whew. That's a good one. Heart openers, tapping your body as you come around, waking up all the cells, the skin, and all that stuff, all the inner workings of the body. And as we open up, we feel the gratitude for everything that we have in our lives, for every moment, for every instant, for all the big things, all the little things, all the people, all the opportunities to learn, to grow. Doing some shoulder rolls. And we're just moving our shoulders back, and then we're going to go the opposite direction, forward, and just getting our shoulders nice and loose. Getting that fluid going in the shoulder area. Head rolls. This is really good, especially if you're just getting up. Just want to be a little easy with the neck. And then to move it or lose it move. So we talked about mobility before, and it's really important as you age to be able to have mobility in your body. And moving all of the joints, the neck, the hips, the knees, the ankles, the wrists, all of that daily, moving that daily will help with your overall mobility and being able to sustain that as you get older. We've all heard of people falling and breaking a hip or a shoulder or some sort of knees or whatever. You don't, but trust me, you don't want to do that. There's a lady in our building who's having double knee surgery next week. You know, it's
I'm kind of jealous.
she'll have brand new knees. I know you have a little bit of a knee issue. I've injured my knee, and it takes a long time to heal, if ever. So the thing is to not get injured and to stay mobile, especially as you get older. I want to be able to do things with my grandkids, and honestly, you know, my grandson's old enough, or getting old enough, where I could be a great grandmother in the next few years. So that's weird. You know, it's possible.
It is
Great
possible.
grandmother. I already have 4 grandkids. Let's see who else is. We have Gary. Gary's here.
Good morning, Gary.
Morning, Gary. Thomas Cummings, and we have Diane McCormick. Arno, good to see you. So happy to see all of you this morning. Hit your kettlebell, Arno. He's a Creative Circle Plus.
Oh, very good.
Very, he does a lot of work in the Creative Circle Plus group.
Excellent. If you don't know what the Creative Circle group is, Google it.
Yep.
All right.
Exactly. All right, we ready to get going?
We are as ready as we're going to be. 2 hands on the bell, handle east and west. Seat the shoulders, drive into the heels and pick it up. 20 swings to warm up. Here we go.
Swings are interesting. If you've watched any of our starter videos, this is not just swinging a bell up. We're using the core of our body. We're using the power of the middle of our body and developing that and swinging, using that power to swing the kettlebell up. Shoulders are seated. Core is tight. And we also have some really good grounding with the feet on the floor. So your toes are dug into the floor and you're grounded to the floor.
All right, swing to the rack. 10 on each side.
So as we pull our hips back, we snap them forward and use that power to get the bell up. onto the arm. That develops the muscles and
Other side.
the, what do you call that? The insides, your
Connective.
connective tissue, yeah. You're working cardio, strength, you're working the connective tissue of your body, the mobility of your joints, stability, balance.
Change.
But like with anything else, you have to be consistent.
All right, press it overhead. Return to the rack. Press again. Use your hips.
Where are we at?
9, 10.
That was
Change hands. Use the hips.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, that was tough for me.
All right. So we're going to put the kettlebell on the floor, handle east and west. Put it next to your right foot. Turn both feet 45 degrees towards the right. Left hand on your hip, right hand on the inside of your thigh, palm forward. Now, kick your hip back. Don't bend forward. Think of it as pushing the hip back. The further I push it back, the lower my hand gets until I can reach the bell. Now, tighten your core. Keep your back straight. Push the hip to the right. Push the hip to the left. 2, 3. Back leg stays straight.
Am I bending my front leg?
4. Yes.
Okay. That's what I thought.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Set it down. Bring your feet to the front. Slide it to the left foot. Turn both feet to the left. Left hand inside of the thigh. Right hand on your hip. Push your hip to the right. The front leg can bend. Push it further to the right until your hand touches the bell. Now, grab the bell, seat the shoulder. Push your hip to the left. Push your hip to the right. 2. Keep your core fired. 3. Keep your shoulders seated. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. And set it down. Excellent. Now, we're going to do a few more, but we're going to do them this time overhead. This overhead or high windmill, it is this piece of the Turkish getup. We're just doing it from a standing position. Now, the important piece of this, there are many important pieces of it, But the most important piece, and the one that I want you to focus on today, is this. Raise your left hand, take your right hand, stick your thumb in your armpit, and grab a hold of the back wall of your armpit. Now, with this hand, make a fist and pull down like you're doing a one-arm pull-up. You feel how that all tightens up?
Yep.
That's your lat. Fire it. Grab a hold. Now pull down like a one-handed pull-up and really fire that lat. Keep it fired and bring your hand back up. Keep it fired, bring your hand down. This is how you want this to feel. Your lat should be fired and engaged the entire exercise. It is a prime mover, like your thighs, big, long muscle that does big motions. But in this case, you are using it as a stabilizer. So you're using your lat to stabilize your entire shoulder girdle as you do the exercise. So let's try it.
Okay.
Starting with the kettlebell in your right hand, swing it to the rack. Press it overhead, fully locked out position. Turn your feet 45 degrees, hand on the inside of the thigh. Now look at the kettlebell, kick your hip back, fire the shoulder and lat, and return. And down. Put in. Point the feet straight ahead. Change hands. Press it. Turn the feet 45 degrees away. Seat the shoulder, fire the lat, hand on the inside of the thigh, look up. Kick the hip back. 1. 2. 3. 4. Pull it in. Point the feet straight ahead. Set it down.
Ooh, that is different with the weight.
It's much different.
I had to go down to a little bit lighter weight than I've been using.
Yep.
In order to get the form correct, which is fine. Or you can try it with no weight or a shoe. You've done that before, right?
A shoe is a perfect way
Yeah.
to do it. Pat Nelson, Sensei Pat Nelson, physical therapist in Brunswick, he mentioned that years ago, and I've been using it since.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
You can use, if you really want to challenge,
Hey, Michelle.
use a tennis ball on your fist.
Arno's said something.
Balance this.
Using the lat to support the shoulder. Thanks to him. One busted shoulder. This hinders mobility a lot within working out. Huh. Have you had an injured shoulder for a while, Arno?
Actually,
Comment us because kettlebell actually helps.
I can show you some rehab stuff for your shoulder.
Yeah, I don't know how long you've had that injury, but something to think about.
Yeah. A lot of good physical therapists will use the kettlebell as the rehabilitation tool for rotator cuff injuries or even other shoulder injuries. It's incredibly effective, used properly. If you use it like a dumbbell, if you use a kettlebell like a dumbbell, you're not understanding kettlebell. You may understand dumbbell just fine and be able to replicate a dumbbell technique just fine, and that's cool, but that's not kettlebell, so don't kid yourself. Okay, here we go. Let's try, go back to your heavy kettlebell. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to work on that very same idea of the lat, right? We're going to do some negatives. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the kettlebell, we're going to use our hips to press it overhead.
Yep.
And then we're going to slowly bring it down to a rack, firing the lat the entire time during the descent of the kettlebell. So it's going to want to just fall. You're going to slow its progress down as you re-rack it. And then use your hips to throw it again, and then slowly bring it down.
All right.
So, are you ready?
Yeah, I think I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Grab the bell, swing it to the rack. Use the hips, press it overhead. Reach around, grab the lat to make sure it's fired, and pull it down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Change hands. Two more. Set it there.
On that last one, my kettlebell was heading down quick. I had to,
Yeah.
I had to use the power of my lats to stop it, to slow it down, to work that negative. But it was
Absolutely.
like, whoa, it started to come down.
So I want to give you a hint on how to fire that lat more fully. Hold your hands out in front of you. Take your index finger and reach it around and like a little OK sign. Squeeze it tight. Squeeze it tight and feel what happens. Now 2 fingers. Squeeze it tight. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Okay. Now 3 fingers. Squeeze. Now, just your pinky. Squeeze. Feel what happens when you squeeze your pinky?
Yeah.
Your lats fire.
Yeah. That's fine.
Okay. There is a neurological link between the firing of your pinky and the muscles that operate that and your latissimus dorsi. The harder you squeeze. So when you have that kettlebell overhead, think of squeezing the pinky.
And that will
And
fire
it will
the lats.
automatically fire your lat.
Good point.
Now, as an analog to that, firing your big toe will fire your glutes.
I just did that, and I felt my glutes fire.
Yeah. So if you dig your big toe into the ground, you'll feel your glutes fire. So what we're going to do next is we're going to do our swings. We're going to do our heavy swings. We're going to do 50 of them.
I'm going to use a heavy one.
Go for it. Choose the one you want. And what we're going to do is, as we swing the kettlebell, we're going to think about digging our big toe into the ground. And that will, what you looking for?
A big one, like that one.
That's the, you can take that one if you want.
Okay. Well, never mind.
Yeah, do what you need to do. So the harder you fire your big toe, the harder it's going to fire your lats. Your glutes. You will be more proud. You want to work that out? Okay. Are you ready?
I think I'm ready. 50 is a lot, but we did 50 the other day. Right?
Yeah, we've been doing 50. Actually, I think we did 80 the other day. Here we go. 1, 2, 10. 20. Third. Four, 10 more.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow. Holy smokes. How heavy are these?
That is 44 pounds.
Woo. Yeah. That works my cardio like crazy. Wow. Thank you for that workout. That was great. Really worked my
Morning, Roger.
shoulders. I'm happy about that.
Yes.
Wow.
Mix your cardio with your strength training.
Great. Because we really, what kettlebell is about is working the least amount with the least amount of effort to get the most maximum results.
That's right.
And that's what's great about kettlebell. We work total a half an hour. I'd say 6 to 7 minutes is talking. So the actual work is maybe 20 to 25 minutes, Monday through Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And that helps, and we're gaining strength, flexibility, cardio is working, and
All of it together.
It's the fountain of youth, as David calls it. And David, for those of you who are new today, David is an RKC, Russian Kettlebell certified trainer. So he knows what he's talking about. When it comes to the physical body, he's been to massage therapist school. So he knows what he's talking about. So with how the body works and how we use the body on a daily basis, he has the answers. So if you have questions, ask in the comment, and we'll get back to you with what if he can answer it. If he can't answer it, he'll direct you to the answer. But so grateful that you're here today, because we are becoming strong warriors in order to live our lives fully in 2021, to be able to do the things that we want to do, to be able to be happy, to have a foundation of our morning, of our life. You need a foundation. If you're just sitting up, flashing water in your face, grabbing a coffee and going out the door, that's not a foundation. I'm telling you, it makes a huge difference. And you'll see a really big difference in your life when you start getting up and having a routine of working out and taking care of yourself in the morning before you go out to head out for your day. Sending you love, joy, peace, happiness, and especially abundance, and those special healing energies to any of you who may be suffering in the world today, in the hopes that you find some peace in your day. We will see you here tomorrow morning, bright and early, 6 a.m. for another kettlebell training. If you don't have your kettlebell yet, put it on your list. Santa's coming in a couple of days.
As long as you're on the nice list.
And we're going to be working out Christmas morning. So we'll see you then as well. Take care. Enjoy your day, everyone. So good to see everybody.